Hey everybody, this is John with the Legends of Tabletop. I have with me tonight, as usual, Vince, my stalwart co-host, and we
We're
also have Kurt
so
from the MFG cast here to talk about Extra Life tonight. How's it going, Kurt?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming on.
Cool.
So this is the time of the year where Extra Life runs their charities. How'd you find out about it?
Actually, I found out about it from one of our previous co-hosts. Rick started out with us for a while until he had to do some family duties, and unfortunately wasn't able to do the show anymore. But he kind of made us privy to it and showed us that it was a cool cause. That it was just it goes to Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and they do a lot with kids that are that have diseases, that get sick, that have deformities and stuff like that, and we just thought that was a good cause to do, and plus it gave us an excuse to go somewhere and game and hang out and have some fun. So
Excellent, always a good time.
but
So what kind of activities do you have on deck? Are you gonna role play all day? You got some board games scheduled? What's your plan of attack for the day?
well, we're actually not planning too many things this year as far as what we're playing, which is kind of cool. We're going to kind of let it plan out, but as far as what we want to do for the podcast and stuff like that, and try to do stuff for the charity, we're actually, for the podcast, we're giving away a whole bunch of stuff for people that join our team, help raise money, and then the top 2 to 3 fundraisers will get games, T-shirts from Legends of Tabletop. Thanks, guys. We'll be giving away some books, a ticket to a tabletop summit from Tabletop Torch.
Cool.
We got all kinds of cool stuff that we got on deck. As far as locally here, I just recently hooked up with a local game store that I at first didn't know if they want to hang out with want to do something with us, but I talked to the store manager, and he's really excited about having a game day with us. And not only they just opened up another store too, so they want to do something there too. So we're gonna try to do some giveaways there, give away some games and stuff, and then just try to plan a few things. Just tell them what games we're playing. And plus, the store actually said that they would give away some games and some gift certificates there too. So we got a lot of stuff going on, and it went from me not knowing if anybody wanted to do anything to all of a sudden it's like, oh, now I have to figure out what the hell I'm going to do now.
it took on a life of its own.
Yeah, exactly. And if anybody knows me, I'm not a very good planner, so I'm like, okay, now I need help. So.
A typical gamer.
Yeah, exactly. Ride by the seat of my pants. That's about it.
Yeah,
That's how we roll around here. So
it's like herding cats.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Do you have? So we posted the link up on the Twitter. We posted the link up on the YouTube page. Do you know it off the top of your head? Do you want to throw it out there for everybody who might just hear it and write it down?
Oh well, I know the team for sure. I don't know the link for sure, but as far as the team goes, it's the MFGNU Helpathon 3000.
Awesome.
Now you may want to rewind that back, or you may want. Well, I suppose right here you can't rewind it back, but it's MFGNU. So it's funny because we actually started when we started out with this team. We decided to hook up with another podcast, the Gaming Nonsense Uncensored, and they're GNU. So he made the name where he decided to put it together. So it's MFGNU, but it also sounds like it's the MFG cast and you.
And you. Yep.
Got an awesome double meaning to it. So if you can't find that, just look up my name. It's Kurt Aumuller, Aumueller. I know that's a lot to stomach to, but we'll post it on our Twitter at MFGcast, and we'll put it on the site too. So
cool. And what's the actual day? I don't remember off the top of my head.
November 7th.
November 7th, and it's a 24-hour kind of deal.
Yes. I'm too freaking old to do 24 hours, but I'm gonna do. Yeah, exactly. Well, I have a funny story. The last time we did this at a game store, I decided to donate plasma the morning of.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, no kidding.
I need
So I
sugar.
did that. Yeah. Well, then probably 8 hours later, I had my head laid down on a table and was sleeping for like 15 minutes to get my strength back. So I was shaking, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, man. It's just,
Where am I?
yeah, exactly. So I didn't know I was having flashbacks of Nam or what. But yeah, it was a mess, but it's tons of fun. I love doing it. Anytime you can get together and get a bunch of dorks, nerds, and spazzes getting together and having fun, it's always a great time. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we're gonna game anyway. Might as well be for a good cause, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Now, is your whole gaming group gonna be participating? You guys gonna work in shifts since you can't stay up all night? How you gonna?
Well,
Next.
yeah. Well, we're gonna do as best as we can. I actually am trying to recruit like other people that I know to just kind of hang out and have fun. My wife is actually gonna be there hanging out. This is gonna be like her first year doing it, so this is gonna be a little bit of a shock. All the stuff that I'm sure by hour 6 she'll be ready to go home. But
You give her that long, huh?
yeah. Hey, she's a
First 30
trooper.
minutes.
She went to Gen Con with me and did really good. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Does she game or no?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, good.
Oh yeah. Well, she was kind of a little bit of a light gamer, and then as we hooked up, I kind of got her into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
After Gen Con, full blown. She's totally, it's like, there's hardly a night where she doesn't want to hang out with us and play, which is cool.
Created a monster.
Yep, exactly. I know. Well, it's cool when you go to like a game store and you're trying to talk your wife. Oh, maybe can I get this game? And they're like, well, I don't know if we have enough money. And we're at Gen Con. She's like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, yes, it is. And then like I saw a game that I really liked, and then it had a couple of expansions, and she's like, that all seems really cool. I'm like, yeah, it really does, doesn't it? She's like, should we get it? Yeah, I suppose if we have to, I guess I will.
Awesome. Hey, that makes it so much easier.
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's cool. How often do you guys get together and play? Like, how much does your group get together?
Well, we try to do it. We try to do it every Tuesday, and that's when we usually record the podcast. So we just try to do it every Tuesday if we can, and then every once in a while, if we have a Saturday where people can hang out and stuff like that, we try to do it then too. So try to do as much as possible. It's hard with wife, kids, job, that kind of thing, but we do what we can. So.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Do you guys do actual play and then you do other stuff as well? I have to admit, I haven't spent a lot of time looking at stuff. It's just schedule is crazy.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. No worries. Yeah, we try to. I have been actually been trying to just do whatever comes to my head, because I'm like, well, I've got this podcast, I could pretty much do whatever I want with it. Granted, not everyone's gonna like it, but I'm gonna, I'm sure as hell gonna try, So we've done actual play RPGs. We've done a bunch of interviews. I just got done doing a D&D improv with some people, and that was like it. I was like, should I do this? Because I'm like, I have no comedy training, and I think I'm funny, and that's about it, And so I was like, does anybody want to do this, And I had a couple of people that are like, yeah, we're on board, and we did it, and it turned out great. I was silent for the first 10 minutes because I didn't know what the hell to say, but after that it went well, and it turned out hilarious. It turned out what I think is hilarious. Wasn't even my part. It was just everybody else. It was just so freaking amazing. So it was nice to just do that. So yep, we try to do what we can, and if anybody has suggestions, they can always ask us, and we'll try that too. Why the hell not?
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Well, you got to give them what they want, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
So how did you get into gaming? How long have you been like forever, or is it something new, or?
Yeah, no, like from an early age, my parents did the whole, play the games that everybody loves and loves to hate, like your
Monopoly.
Stories and Monopolies. Yep, everybody hates Monopoly nowadays.
It's a devil's game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, from day one I did not like that game because number one, not good with money. Number two, not good with numbers. And number three, I'm not good with playing a game for 6 hours and not going anywhere. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was just one of those things where it's just like, you know what, I'm not playing this game anymore. So, and then my mom's side of the family is big into gambling and stuff like that. So we played poker and played hearts and stuff like that. And geez, they'd even play like pig, horse or pig outside the basketball hoop for $1, So I've gotten into the competitiveness of gaming and stuff like that, and then didn't get big into like the bigger games like that until like really just before we started the podcast about 3 years ago. So.
Huh.
So it was kind of cool to learn, the other side of gaming. Where before I was like one of these people, like like my boss at my work, that's like, oh, so when you play games, is that he's like, do you play Battleship and Monopoly? I'm like, well, we probably used to, but we don't. When we play these games, and then he'd just get this weird look on his face, like a deer in headlights, and you're like, never mind.
Yeah. That's definitely the old dynamic, when you talk about gaming now, especially with people who game, whether it's board gaming or tabletop gaming, it has a whole different connotation than, when you used to play Parcheesi with your grandparents or, checkers with your uncle or whatever. It's a whole new ball of wax now. And I guess it probably always was, but if you've never been exposed to it, you don't know what's out there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of fun to to run into somebody that's like, oh, I play Catan, and you're like, what? I'm like, you're like, I didn't even know you like that. That's awesome. It's like it's still this weird niche that a lot of people know, but a lot of people don't. So.
Well, for me, since starting up the website, I've gotten more into the board gaming side of things. I mean, we still play a lot of RPGs or attempt to play a lot of RPGs. But we're getting into more of the dice games, board games, and some of that kind of stuff, which has been interesting for me because, growing up, like you say, it was poker or pinochle or board games. It was Parcheesi or Mousetrap, stuff like that. And getting older and getting more into the gaming. This is my third podcast now, so I'm all in. So. Yeah, it was an eye-opening experience to see that there were so many more options out there, and the variety and types of games is pretty cool. I mean, it's a really, people say it's a renaissance in gaming and RPG stuff now, and I guess that may be true, but I guess a lot of that stuff was always out there, like Catan and things like that. But I had no idea. I mean, you think about RPGs, it's D&D. Like, for a long time, I didn't know there was anything else.
Yep. Yeah.
And, go ahead. No, that was it. I was just kind of proud.
No, we're still pretty new to the RPG thing too. So it's like, when you hear about these other things, you're like, what is that? I gotta try it. I still for the longest time I still hear about okay, I always say it wrong. Numenera. Thank you. Yeah. And I hear all these good things about it, yet I still have not played it. I still don't know exactly what it's about. I've heard some actual plays of it and stuff like that, but I still don't know exactly what it is. But I'm like, that sounds awesome, So it's cool to know all those things that are out there that you didn't know before. It's just like, holy crap, It's awesome at one point, but it sucks at the same time because it hurts your wallet because you have no money for all this stuff,
Yeah. Yeah, we had Oliver on from Immersion Studios a couple weeks ago, and they just kickstarted their new game, Infected. And the art was beautiful, the book looked really nice, game was fun. We had a lot of fun playing it. He ran a session for us, but it's $65 or $70 with shipping and stuff. It's just like, I don't know if I'm ever going to play it. I can't see spending the money, and I would have loved to bought the book. I mean, even for the art was amazing. But you got to kind of pick and choose your battles.
Yeah, for sure, and that's the one thing that kind of sucks about RPGs. It's like, of course, you want to play everything, but it's like, and me, I'm kind of old school, so it's like I want the book, and the PDF is nice, but you want that physical thing. I'm a big book reader too, so I like pretty pictures, and so it's like some of that
the money and the time.
Yeah. Oh just having the time to do it. It's like you have to pick one day out of the month if you're lucky, and then don't be sick or
Yeah.
grandma doesn't get hurt or something like that. Something silly.
You
Yeah.
run one game and you have to move on to the next.
Yeah, for sure. That's another thing that's hard too. Is like we just started an old RPG Justifiers, and my buddy Richard Shane, he ran it for us, and then we're like, okay, well let's do another month of it, and then of course everything gets in the way, and you're like, well, hopefully we'll play this next year,
Yeah. Yeah, running a podcast and working, like you say, kids and the whole 9 yards, it's tough to be able to try to find the time. And we did a podcast on introducing new systems and things like that, and just even if people are willing to try to find the time, like, okay, I got to plow through 300 pages of a player's handbook while somebody else is running the game master's guide, whatever it happens to be. It's a big undertaking.
Yeah, it really is. Well, especially if it's new and you have to learn it, then it's like you almost have to take a whole day just to learn the damn thing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's rough. I admire the podcasts that go through and play a lot of different systems, because man, it's a lot of work. You tune in for 2 hours or 4 hours and like, oh, that was a pretty cool game. Maybe I'll check it out, or maybe my group would get into it. But meanwhile, they're cranking through systems and cranking through rule books and bringing it to you every week. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. They must not sleep ever. Lots of booze or lots of coffee, one of the two.
Yeah, one or the other.
Or both.
You're up and down at the same time.
Wow, one can be a chaser.
Yeah, there you go. Vince speaks from his experience.
Well, we usually do shots with pinochle on Sundays at my parents' house, so it's like the shots are, the warm up, the pregame to pinochle. So, so we try to mix in some other stuff, because I tried to teach my daughter how to play. She wanted none of it, so we'll bring over like exploding kittens or kittens in a blender. We've introduced her to Cards Against Humanity. We've taken the worst of the worst cards out. But
I was just gonna wonder how you're gonna explain yourself about
Yes.
Yeah.
in front of her.
Well, like Pac-Man uncontrollably guzzling cum, we don't play with that card.
No.
But,
What?
hookers and AIDS and
Guzzling
Nazis, it's all fair. It's all fair game.
Yeah. It's got the NSFC, not safe for children.
Yeah.
Not safe for anybody. What the fuck?
Well, I think the first game that we played, it was funny. We brought it over. She really wanted to play, so I'm like, all right, I'll bring it. So I had both of my parents, who obviously had no idea what they were getting into. My daughter, my brother, and his wife.
Imagine your mom getting that card.
Oh my God, it was so funny. At one point, my dad was laughing so hard I thought he was gonna have a heart attack. His face was beet red. I think my daughter wound up winning the game. I mean, we played for like an hour and a half. She had like 10 or 12 cards. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because nobody can focus. They're laughing so hard.
Oh my God, it was fun. I think I'm gonna take that over on Sunday, because she was asking me. Kind of change things up a little bit. She's like, I want to play with all the other cards. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah,
totally
no,
not going to do that.
You can write whatever you think is funny on a card, and we'll use that. Let's do that instead.
Yeah. Oh my
That might
God.
be worse.
She's bad. Well, yeah, she's bad because her sense of humor is like mine, so it's pretty bad.
She's doomed already.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, is it doomed? I feel like I'm preparing her for life beyond.
There you go. There you go. That's one way to look at it, John. Keep telling yourself that.
Hey, it works. Gets me to sleep at night. Oh boy, oh boy. Anywho, what do you got, Vince? You've been pretty quiet. You're co-host, but if nobody's watching the video, they don't even know you're here.
They're not even watching? Nobody's
Well, I
watching?
don't know. Well, there's 2 people watching.
Oh, hi, 2 people watching.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I got nothing. No, okay. When did you get your start with role playing games. Did you come to it officially through like everyone's experience with Dungeons and Dragons, or was it another game?
No, it was Dungeons and Dragons for me. It came really late for me actually. It was see, I moved here to Wisconsin my junior
Home of the
year in
big
high
cheese.
school. What's that?
Home of the big cheese.
That's right. That's right. That's what I call it. So my buddies played D&D and they played Shadowrun
Oh
and they
yeah, yeah.
played Wraith and they played Vampire the Masquerade.
Hmm.
And so, D&D was like the thing that, everybody knew, so I was like, well, let's do that, And of course you get hooked because, I love fantasy stuff and so, I was hooked from day one and then Shadowrun was a little different and I like that,
Yeah.
back in the days where you plugged in and you logged on and stuff like that. I thought that was such a great idea. I still don't know how they do Shadowrun these days because I haven't played it since high school. But
I don't. Yeah, I haven't figured. I don't know what the current climate is as far as the whole Matrix is concerned.
yeah,
It's
yeah, it
tons
must.
of D6s.
Yeah, it must
Well,
be
there's
like
that too.
yeah, like plug into your cell phone or something like that. No, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I like the God, what am I trying to think of the make believe aspect of it because I love story and stuff like that. So it's fun to play characters and be stupid and just do wherever you can. So then we've kind of since then we've done a little bit more. Now that we have this podcast and we kind of have an excuse to do things now. We played Fiasco and Justifiers and we've done Pathfinder and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to dabble. I'm still real in my infancy about it too, which is it's kind of cool to go about it and see what it's all about because it's I as I experience and stuff like that, I can kind of talk about it on the podcast, and I don't have to be like, well, I know everything, which I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
I've already established that to the people that watch it. I'm like, I don't know everything. I just here's my opinion of it. So,
Hmm. Well, that's cool. Yeah,
yeah.
it's neat to when we were at Necronomicon, I guess about a month ago now, maybe
Hmm.
a little bit more. But anyway, I met a guy there at the Dunkin' Donuts one morning having breakfast who, was at the convention and was just starting to get into the gaming. Shout out to Cenobite on Twitter. Um, so we talked for a good long while about trying to find a group, and he was kind of navigating the trying to get to the local game store and trying to find people that he could mesh with, and maybe trying to meet up online, like Meetup.com or something like that.
Hmm.
Trying to find a group. So it was cool to talk to him because he was, for him everything was new and it was all fresh eyes. Where I've been hardcore now since 2008 when Fourth Edition came out,
Nice.
and like I said, this is my third podcast. I was on Nerdbound for a couple of years, and that was really the eye opener for me because when I started on the podcast, just tons and tons of game. I mean, they used to joke around. People would post up, "Oh, I'm looking to start a new play-by-post game," and they're like, "Oh, ask John. John will play. He'll play anything." Like Mikey. So it was pretty cool. And now it's all these years later, it's like, oh yeah, I played that. Oh yeah, I played that. So it's cool to talk to people who are just kind of getting into it and coming to it and getting to experience everything new. It's a pretty cool time because with podcasting and all that kind of stuff, if you're isolated in an area, you can't find a group. Your friends don't play. You can it's in some cases, depending on the way the podcast is run, it's almost like you're sitting at the table.
Hmm.
And obviously it's not the same, but Nerdbound was like that. Minions of the Monster Master was like that. It's the table talks included. It's not edited, for content kind of thing. So it really gets, lets you get that full spectrum experience, which I like that when I'm listening to a game because it's kind of like you're sitting with your friends.
Hmm. Yeah, I love that too because everything is so easy to get a hold of now. So, it's like you almost don't have an excuse. You if as long as you have a halfway decent internet connection, you can listen to actual play podcast. You can watch goofballs like us on on Twitch. You can watch it on YouTube and stuff like that. It's just there's so many things you can do. It's awesome.
Yeah, the technology is really good. PDFs. I mean, just even having the internet. I mean, if you're in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere and there's no game store, shit, you just get online and order whatever it is that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Where 20 years ago that obviously wasn't the case.
Yep.
And you wouldn't have the exposure to it.
Yep, and you could find people around you too. Instead of going to the local store and trying to poke at somebody, going, "Hey, do you play this?" You can put up a blurb on your on a site or on something and say, "Hey, I want to play this. Can we play it?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, long gone are the days of posting up little advertisements in the game store or whatever.
The old community corkboard or whatever,
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
every game store had one.
Yep, for sure.
You did that, didn't you, Vince?
Several times, yeah. There was really no other way unless you knew someone in the neighborhood, which I was fortunate enough to have friends that allowed me to torture them with the with the red box basic set back in 1983 and 84. But you'd have to go to the game store. You had to rely on your library and school. Sometimes you were lucky enough to watch a game being played in the lunchroom or the library there. So, but yeah, the internet's amazing for this, without a doubt. And like you said, if you really want to play, you have no excuse. You can play.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Go ahead.
No, I just said that's for sure.
Yeah, sorry. It's hard to hear this, so just a little bit of delay, plus I'm loud. So I can't even imagine myself back then, doing that whole kind of thing, because I mean it was hard for me to talk to anybody. I mean the fact that I can actually get in front of a camera today and talk to you guys, and knowing that other people are watching scares the shit out of me. But I couldn't even think of back then doing something like that. I would have pissed myself. I'd have been like, okay, I can't do this. I think I'll go in my corner and cry for a little bit, and then do whatever else I'm gonna do. So, but no, there's a lot of good avenues now, and I think I like that it's a little more accepted these days than it was in the past. So then I think it's a little easier for people that like gaming and RPGs and stuff like that to be able to find the people that they want to play with. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, just because of the nature of the community now.
Mm-hmm.
The online community, everything is instantaneous, so homogenized that just get stuff on your phone if you want to, your iPad, video games, card games, all kinds of stuff. It's just at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and everybody seems so eager to play and so nice too. Like I mean, I seriously, I've talked about this a lot, but the people that I've talked to, I haven't really found anybody that I'm like, okay, I don't like this person.
Yeah.
Everybody's been really great, so it's encouraging. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, generally speaking, the community is pretty good and accepting, and if you want to get in and talk to somebody, do you play this or play that, and the next thing they're it's your best friend, and you talk about games for hours and hours. Where if you'd pass a guy in the street, maybe you wouldn't have given a second thought.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool for that. I mean, it's a good way to meet people, and you're talking about being being shy essentially, and not wanting to get in front and talk to people and stuff like that. And we've talked about it before, but RPGs in general, and board gaming too, I guess card gaming, because you're interacting with people sitting at the table. It's such a social activity for people who generally are considered not very social or awkward or whatever. People are probably tired of hearing me say it because it seems to come up on every episode, but it's true, and I think it bears to be said that as a group, I think gamers are pretty accepting and fun, good people. There's always some bad apples, but I've made some great friends, great relationships just through gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, the fact that I can get my co-host Mike on that microphone to talk about stuff is, that's amazing, because he was even more introvert than I was, and we went to high school together. So,
yeah.
the fact that I can get him in front of this, in front of the mics to talk about stuff, and do this game day stuff. I know he's nervous as hell, just like I am, but I'm just, like, I just want to be that guy that's like, okay, if you're nervous, I'm here. We'll be fine. We'll have other people that'll hang out. It'll be just fine. So.
Yep, just power through.
Yep, that's right. Do what you can.
Well, we got. I don't know if I should throw this out there or not, but while we were at Necronomicon, we tentatively got invited to come back and do a panel for the next Necronomicon, which, we'll see. It might happen, it might not happen. And, I found out, I was like, that's really cool, that's fucking great, we'll be on there, we'll get our name on the program. And I'm like, oh shit, we're going to be in a room full of people, and we're going to be in the front, and they're going to be listening to what we're saying. Yep. This is a horrible idea.
Yeah, that's...
Right. Just riff off one another and questions from the audience.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that I always try to remind myself, like, when I'm talking to you guys, or like, I have someone on for an interview, it's like, don't make it like it's like, hey, we're live and we're doing this, and what do you think about this, and this? When I do an interview or when I talk to people, I do it like, I would talk to my best friend. I'd just be like, let's just have a conversation. I'm not gonna grill you on stuff. I'm not gonna, make it, super uncomfortable for you, because I know I'm uncomfortable. So I don't want to make it bad for you. Even you guys asked if I could come on. I was like, of course I'll come on. That's awesome. And then like I'm sitting here waiting for you guys. And I'm like, okay, is everything okay? He hasn't messaged me yet. So I don't know. Is everything going okay on their end? I'm like, does my microphone work? I'm like, so everybody, just try to make everything as comfortable as possible, and usually turns out pretty well. The more you fret about it, a lot of times the more fucked up everything gets, and people just just kind of goes out the window. So.
Mm-hmm. That's why we don't really plan anything.
Nothing.
Seems to work. I mean, depending on who's coming on, we may do a little bit of research just so we can be like, oh, you're the guy that did this or that or whatever. And, we might have a couple of things, and, we kind of have our stock. Oh, so how did you get into gaming, or what, got you turned on to whatever. And then after about a half an hour, it's like, oh, okay, I think we're done. I don't have anything else to talk about. You kind of hit that wall. You're like, all right, well, I don't know you, and you don't know me, and we're just kind of staring at each other through the computer.
Yep, and that's the best thing, is to talk about what you want to talk about and get out. Don't be like, okay, so that weather, or whatever, or we kind of do the same thing too, where just I like to do a little bit of research and then just have a conversation, because it's like you don't want to. It's kind of nice to learn things too, because then you can kind of like, oh, I thought of something, and talk about that. Oh, I thought about this, instead of being like, okay, what did I have in my notes? And then I don't have any notes. Oh shit, and then you've got nothing else to do, and then you're sitting there staring at them, wondering what's gonna happen next. So
exactly.
Yeah, when we had Oscar Rios on, I had a notepad next to me, so as he was saying stuff, and I, he would say something like, oh shit, and you don't want to interrupt, so I'm like, oh, let me write it down, because there's no way I'm gonna remember. I have the mind of a goldfish anymore. So many things going on. It's like if I don't get it out, it's gone. So furiously looking over here and scribbling and trying to look like this way so it doesn't look like I'm not paying attention.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah, you don't want to look like you're looking at your watch or the clock or something like that, but you want to have
my phone.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Well, it's funny because I do that too when I talk to people. Sometimes I just because out of habit, I just look down, because I'm the shy person, so I look down and I'm like, I hope they're not thinking I'm bored or anything. That's just what I do. I'm just uncomfortable sometimes. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I like to stare at my crotch while I'm talking to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, there's something going on down there.
Whoa.
I feel really good about this interview somehow. I don't know why.
Yes, he's not wearing pants.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, you don't know. I am in my bedroom, so whatever.
Well, every once in a while, John, he's in his bedroom and he's leaning against, it looks like the wall right now. But
right against the wall.
Like when we our first interviews and podcasts, you had this nervous leg bounce, so it looked like you were jerking off. while we're
It
doing the
probably looked like that
Things
tonight,
go.
right?
Oh yeah, it's like
There you go.
that's exactly yeah. Whoa, hold on.
Oh, John, keep doing that. That's great.
Did someone pull the cum guzzling card?
Oh boy.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So I'm on the Legends of Tabletop now. So does that make me a legend? Do I get like certificate of authenticity? Do I get a trophy? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I think it could put you in the club, right?
Yeah, you definitely get an honorable mention. We'll have an honorable mention list.
Sweet,
Yes.
sweet. I've never been mentioned honorably or otherwise, so
Well, there you go. So
I appreciate
step
it.
up.
Well, we could probably ask your wife about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a legend of anything if you talk to her. So.
Well, wait a minute.
Well, probably of annoyance, maybe. Yeah, about it.
Hey, that's something we can look into. We can make little certificates. We have people on. We can email them out a certificate that tells them they're a legend now.
There you go.
Totally
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll have to get on that.
Don't make any of them different though, because you're gonna have people fighting over them, and then
There you go.
you'll lose friends and make enemies.
What we'll do is, and then we'll also go through the YouTube recording later and pull a snapshot of your face and then put it on the certificate.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
the worst.
Yeah. The worst.
You might as well just make one now for us.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Get it.
That's going on your certificate.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yes. Now, John, do you have the? We don't have to do it now, but don't forget the final five.
Yeah, I don't have my paper. I'd have to get up and grab it.
All right, we'll make some.
Never gonna remember now. He doesn't have his paper, guys.
Well, we had 5, and I crossed some off, and then I wrote down some more. I don't,
You need an official Legends of Tabletop pad.
I know, it's true.
And what do you call it? Clipboard.
Well, it's just about time for me to rewrite that list, but I like looking at it because there's so many things that are crossed off of it. I haven't rewritten it yet.
Gotcha.
And that's where the final 5 is. Although I should probably put a little note, just throw it in note on the computer here and just pull
Put
it
it
out
on a
and have
sticky. Yeah.
something, yeah. I can
An
do that.
oversized sticky.
Yeah, we can wing it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll be all right. We've done a few of them already, so.
Yeah, sometimes it's only like 2 questions, so whatever.
No, it'll be 5. It's always been 5, you fuck.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you
been
can't
5.
change it to the final 2. It's the final 5.
It's got to be the final. It's got to be an alliteration. You can't final 2.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No,
Do you play
gotta-
Europe's the final countdown when you do the final 5? Is that what happens?
We
Yes.
don't, but that would be a good idea, especially now that the commercial's out.
Yeah.
Of course, that would mean we would have to edit things, and that requires
We're
work.
not doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I've watched your guys. I've watched you guys before. I wouldn't want to make it any different. So
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Cool.
Well, we had 2 viewers for a long time. I know one of them is probably Wolf from Nerd Sauce, so we want to throw a shout out to him. We keep vacillating between 1 and 2 viewers, so that's pretty good for us.
We probably lost the other one after we were talking about cum and pants. And
Well, if that gets out, maybe we'll get more for the next one.
that's true. Yeah.
I mean, look
telling
at
his
me.
friends, you never know, or her friend.
Well, all right. Well, here's what we need to do when we post the MP3 audio later. We'll just make sure that goes in the title.
There you go.
What's that? My pants?
The final 5 with pants and cum. That's guaranteed.
1 pants and 1 cup. Is that what it's gonna be called?
There you go. 1 cum.
Yeah, there you go.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So definitely not safe for work. Although it depends on where you work.
Well, that's true.
If you're a night watchman in a porn factory, you're fine.
Well, I don't know anybody who listens to podcasts that's not wearing headphones.
That's true.
That is true.
That's very true.
Probably generally a bad idea. At least all the podcasts I listen to, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it's sometimes in my office while I'm working, so I don't use headphones. But then it doesn't matter. It's just me.
I prefer. I mean, when you're listening to people speaking, sometimes it's just hard to pick up on if you're not.
Well, it's true
Plugged
too.
in.
Yeah. It's like having subtitles.
Mm,
There we go. We need to get subtitles up.
do we? I don't
No.
think so.
I don't think your subtitle person knows how to put coming, or maybe they do. They probably do subtitles for porn, I bet. So
There you go. Then.
I would imagine, right? Probably.
yeah, you'd have to.
I mean, I don't know that it really matters, right? I mean, nobody's either listening or reading anyway.
Yeah, no one's gonna read like a moan spelled out. You know. So, yeah,
Yep.
I don't know how you spell that. So.
It would be pretty funny to watch, though, right?
Yeah, like making shit up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I think it's a good time to segue into the Final Five. And when we do this, if you've watched and listened to a Final Five, you don't have to give an elaborate answer. It can be strictly binary, yes or no, blue or gray.
Kurt, he's totally trying to kick you off the podcast. He's like, I'm fucking done with this guy. It's over.
No, not at all. No.
Yes,
We're
no,
finished with
maybe,
this.
and always. And
43, and we're done. Look at this.
And cut.
No, not at all. No, we can keep talking. It's fine.
I don't have anything.
Let's
It was probably a good
Let's
segue.
continue with the awkward silences and the laughing. Let's see what happens.
There you go. Kurt, for the I've lost my train of thought here.
Is this the callback? Is this where we're going back to Extra Life Charities?
Yeah, the charity stuff.
MFG
yeah.
and you,
Yeah,
3,000?
How many books do you want?
How many books do you want to give?
Okay. All right. I'll give you a handful, like 5 or 6.
All right.
Sign them and send them out.
Nice.
Yep.
Now, why don't you tell, because that other person may be somebody that I know. Why don't you tell them what your book is all about?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give you a very brief rundown. It's the title is called Tesla and Malone, as in Nikola Tesla, and the main title is Lightning's Call, and it's book 1 in a series of 6. It's a novella. It's a quick read. It's about 72 pages, and it's an ebook and paperback form. And they're up now on Amazon, so go get your copy. Essentially, it's people always ask me the genre. It's a bit of a mishmash of, I guess, steampunk, cosmic horror, a la Lovecraft, and yeah, and just modern urban adventure. So, and it's, ow, that was my knee. I'm too tired though. I'll yell tomorrow. And it's Tesla and Malone. Dennis Malone have to save New York City from a cosmic horror.
Nice.
Yes.
Sounds like a great story. I saw the book art. The book art looks phenomenal too.
Oh, it's amazing. The book art by Adam Baker. He does work for the Lovecraft e-zine, and I obviously I wrote the story. I think it's good. I had fun writing it. Yeah, I think everyone will enjoy it, but it's worth it to get the paperback just for the artwork. It's just amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely do that.
It was okay.
You dick.
No, I got essentially an art copy before Vince
You
finished.
got an early beta read.
Yeah. So it's definitely a good book. I mean, it's well written, and it's not super long, so you could probably knock it out in a day or so.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it's it's definitely worth the read. And what's a paperback, $6.95 or something like that?
It's $7.99, and the ebook is $2.99.
nice. Cheap.
Yep.
Yeah.
So go grab that. Next, when you need like a couple of bucks to get you to the free shipping, throw the book on top, order them for your friends, or just order like 6 or 8 books, and you'll get the free shipping anyway, and then give them out for Christmas presents.
That's right.
I totally agree. I endorse that wholeheartedly.
That's right. Good for reading, good for doorstops. I mean, whatever you want to do with them.
You can
After
wrap
you paid for them, you can do what you want.
You
Yeah.
can wrap fish with them in an emergency. You most probably can wipe your ass with the pages.
There you go.
I got the cream pages, and it just seems like a bit heftier than the white, so it might scratch your ass. I don't know.
Gotta
So
be
if you have
careful of the
hemorrhoids,
edges.
You may rupture your hemorrhoid, and don't come to me for that. Like, I bought your book and you ripped my hemorrhoids.
Should probably put a disclaimer
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yes, do not wipe your ass with this. Resist the urge.
You can figuratively wipe your ass with it, but don't literally wipe your ass with it.
Exactly.
It's like Harold and Kumar go escape from Guantanamo Bay when they bring the 2 guys into the office. Just like that.
Very good.
So Kurt, Flippy, he wanted me to ask you if you could do a cartwheel. I don't know if maybe you step back from the camera a little bit, or
A cartwheel.
I know Flippy knows my age, so I will not do a cartwheel for him. I will. I don't know if I ever said it on air, but I did do a One of my nieces is big into dance, and she was doing cartwheels, and I decided to do old man, fat guy cartwheel, and almost pull the hammy trying to do the damn thing. And
nice.
So, yeah. Sorry,
Sweet.
Flippy. There's lots of things I'll do for you, but not that.
I'm not doing it.
Well, it's a thought that counts, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I jump through hoops all the time. I don't need to do anything else.
Yeah, fuck the cartwheel. No cartwheels. Not on our show.
Yeah.
Round
I'm a
off.
nerd. I'm a nerd. I don't do physical activity.
Hey, those
Sitting
are
here
not
talking to you is about as physical as I get these days.
That is not mutually exclusive. I go to the gym at least once a week.
Lazy bastard.
And I do throw a football with my son every once in a while too.
Oh, that
I
counts
may
as
throw
a
really
positive
bad,
activity.
but I just still do it.
You got to let some of the air out of the ball, and then you'll be fine. You'll win a Super Bowl.
Yep. I've learned that through several of my heroes.
See, you're doing it all wrong. I tell you, nerds.
Bastards.
All right, well, let's do this final five thing here. Let's see what we can kind of puzzle through here.
All right.
I'm sure one of them was sci-fi or fantasy.
Yes.
For you, Kurt. To you.
Yep, no,
Not
that's
me.
fine. No, that's fine. I got a little bit of a delay, so sci-fi or fantasy? Probably fantasy. We talked about the whole D&D thing. I would rather do that. I mean, I like both a lot, so that's kind of a hard choice. And whoever picked that, damn you. But yeah, I would definitely pick fantasy.
All right.
Fair enough.
I got one.
Okay.
Batman or Superman?
Batman always.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman street level guy. I'm kind of like your blue collar hardworking dude, so I would do that
Fuck you,
in a
Superman.
heartbeat. Yep. He's an alien. He is indestructible. Who the fuck is indestructible? Nobody.
Yeah.
But
Fucking kryptonite.
All right, well, to tie in with that one, which I think was another one, was DC or Marvel?
damn, another good one.
Yep.
I'm an asshole, I know.
That's I'm out of here. I don't know. For the longest time, I was a big Marvel zombie, but I don't know. Yeah, I'd still go with Marvel. I love them both a lot, but Marvel all the time. It's just I named my kid Logan. I mean,
Oh, nice.
you can see why. So I'll go with that.
All right. Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
I think that's pretty much
Yeah.
a given,
Yeah,
right?
I think everyone's asked or has answered the same, the affirmative in all, in all these questions.
Yep. Love Star Trek too. I grew up more with Star Wars, and I mean, who doesn't love Star Wars? I mean, if you don't, you're an asshole.
Well, you know what? For us too. I mean, we're all about the same age, I'm assuming. So, it's right in our wheelhouse. I mean, I was 4 when it came out, and I saw it at the drive-in with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So, it had such a huge impact growing up that's always going to have a special place. Those new ones are a piece of shit. I ran a Star Wars campaign for a short period of time, and I said, man, I'm going to watch all the movies all in a row the whole weekend. I got about 20 minutes into episode 1. I said, I'm fucking done. I can't do it. Never again. It's horrible.
Yeah. I'm a little nicer. I do agree with you, but I'm one of those people that I consume just about everything. I don't really give two shits about a lot of stuff. I will admit that they're terrible, but I'll still watch them just because it's Star Wars.
The kid was bad in the first one, which
Yeah.
really kind of ruins it. Like Jar Jar, I'm fine with whatever. Like he took the place of the
because when
droids.
the grown-up Anakin was bad too. So
That's what I was gonna say. He's bad too. You want to fucking
he's
smack him? Like this is Darth Vader,
whiny
really?
bitch.
Yep, that's what it is. They ruined Anakin. That's all it is.
Yep.
But if you watch the Clone Wars cartoon, that's Anakin. That's the way
Yeah.
Anakin should have been in the movies.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. That's such a great cartoon.
Yep. But
My
also,
nephews love that.
yeah. But also, what's his face didn't write it either. You know.
Well, yeah.
I wasn't
he's
going to go there.
Yeah, he's trying to do Return of the Jedi for everybody. You know, he's trying to do Ewoks for everybody, which I can see. You're trying to get kids to love Star Wars, so you're going to add all the little cutesy
They
shit.
already love Star Wars. They don't need a
Yeah.
hook.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. You can still have that cutesy shit, but you can still have a good story too. You know, so.
Yeah, a lot of the effects and everything else, the action, the story was definitely sacrificed for all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. That's why I think these new movies will surprise the shit out of some people.
I'm cautiously optimistic. I know they're doing a lot of practical effects and sets and things. There's more physical things that are going to be happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that because obviously they had that with the originals. You know, it's not just somebody standing in front of a green screen for 2.5 months. And the Star Trek movies were good. I mean, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but those well, the first one was really good. The second one,
Yeah, second one was kind of.
But yeah, so I think it probably be all right. And I think they're doing a Boba Fett movie, which
really?
say what you want about Boba Fett, but I think that should be pretty cool.
Well, they're thinking about doing like one a year for 5 or 7 years or something like that. They're doing Rogue One.
Yep.
They're thinking about doing Han Solo series. You know, it's just like wow, they're really gonna go for it.
Well, I mean, Disney's got the money, and they know they're gonna make money, so it's not like they're really risking anything unless they really fuck this first movie up. They're just writing a check at this. After that.
Yep. Yep, they're probably putting all their money and resources into this first movie, and then they'll just write it out into the sunset,
Well, hopefully it won't be like a Pirates of the Caribbean thing where the first one was really good, the second one was kind of okay, the third one was fucking stupid. It's like, why did we do 4?
Yeah.
Come on. And now they're going to do 5? Like, really?
Yeah. Well, they throw a pile of money at somebody. They're like, okay, I don't care about integrity. I'll just make whatever.
Well, that's what pissed me off because Johnny Depp's a pretty good actor, and his last couple movies, when I saw he was doing the Mad Hatter, I'm like, oh man, that's a movie that's tailor-made for him because he's got that quirky shit going on and whatever. And I'm like, man, this is going to be great. We went to go see it. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And his character was almost non-existent, really. I mean,
was that another Burton film?
Yeah, it was.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really. You know what? He's trying the Chocolate Factory. It was like you had Michael Jackson standing up there for Christ's sake. It was like, what the fuck? It was ridiculous. It's like Johnny Depp is Tim Burton's Avatar or something. He's tailoring these plots and characters around Johnny Depp to play. It's like this thing. Like it sucks.
Yeah. For sure. Well, and then he's lost all credibility too because he used to write good stuff too, and now it's just like I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Well, the Whitey Bulger movie looks like it might be really good. I hesitate to go and spend $60 at the movies and then be pissed off when the movie's over.
Yeah. You almost have to wait 2 weeks for somebody to say something about it that may get you to even see it.
I mean, it looks like it might be really good, but he's left a bad taste in my mouth this last handful of movies he's put out.
Yeah, well, it's funny because Johnny Depp will do these big budget movies that suck, but then he'll do this weird indie movie that is amazing, and it's like, why can't you do more of that?
Yeah, exactly.
He's got to feed his family, I guess.
I guess. All right, I get so Flippy sent us Flippy sent us another one here. Xbox One or PlayStation 4?
Well, that's actually a good question because for a long time I was PlayStation, and then I flipped over to Xbox when I got the Xbox 360, and I would sing its praises forever. But now I'm going back to if we get a PS or if we get another one of the newer ones, I'm gonna get a PS4 because I don't know, Xbox just I don't know. I don't think Microsoft knows what they're doing exactly. Just it pisses me off to no end, and it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like I'm just paying them money for them to just say I've got your money, And I think
And you got a shitty product in return.
yeah, exactly. And plus, PS4 is working on like that Final Fantasy VII reboot or whatever, and
Oh yeah.
it could suck amazing ass. But I'm still so intrigued. Like this could be the best thing ever, and if it's not, well, whatever,
Right.
No.
I played the first 3 way back when, and
Mm-hmm.
after Super Nintendo, there's too many buttons. I can't. I'm not that coordinated.
Grandpa John can't play it. Oh no!
Like no buttons, buttons, buttons.
X, Y,
Top one's for. Yeah.
My brother had he's a Microsoft whatever Xbox guy, so he had the 360, and he was like, "Oh, we got to play, I don't know, Rainbow Six, whatever the fuck it was, some kind of shooter." So we're sitting on the floor, and he's shooting stuff, and my dude's like spinning around in a circle, shooting up, shooting down. I'm like, "This is fucking stupid." Dude, this doesn't even work.
Your left brain just shut off. You're like, whatever.
But he
my
doesn't.
favorite,
Go ahead.
my favorite story is back when Mortal Kombat first came out and it was super popular. I forget what system we were playing it on. We were on some kind of family vacation or something like that. We're in a hotel and my aunt was trying to play Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
and
jeez.
so she's got a controller on her PS2 trying to play it, and she's going, how do I kick him? How do I kick him? Like
it's not a Wii.
Bunch of people she's sitting with. I'm like, you don't move the controller sticks, not your hands.
Yep.
Oh man.
But that's where all the fun is at, right? That and swearing at everybody through your headphones.
Oh geez, yeah. Yeah, just listen to me play Mortal Kombat for 5 minutes. You'll get all kinds of swearing.
Oh man. Yeah, I never got into any of that online. My brother does. He's in a NHL. He gets NHL every year when it comes out, and he's in a league with a couple of dudes, and they'll schedule times where they can all get together and play games together, and then they play their season, in between when they can't get together and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a whole nother world.
Yep, too much for me. I think the last sports game I played was NES football.
Nice, going way back.
Yeah, I used to keep a stat book. That's how much of a geek I am.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Terrible. I shouldn't even admitted that.
That's okay. It's not really lessening any of your credibility.
Well, when you're at 0, right? I mean, whatever. Oh, boy. All right, well, I guess that's all of our questions. I mean, that's 5, so I might, if we're keeping to the rhyming scheme thing, I can't ask you anything else, I guess.
Yeah,
So
no, that's fine. No more questions, please. No comment.
cut it. It's a wrap. All right, so hit us up with the Extra Life again. What's
Okay.
the group name?
MFGNU.
Oh, I have a quick question.
Oh,
Yeah.
you interrupted him. Like you're kicking him off. Now you
Shut
just
up.
talk over the guy.
Right. Shut up. What does MFG?
I'm not going to repeat it right now. You can ask your question.
Thank you. What does MFG stand for? Let everyone know.
Okay. It stands for. I was going to try to think of something clever, but I can't.
It says motherfucking gamers.
We were drunk
Motherfucking
one
games.
night,
Yep,
and it was
that's
like a
all it
bunch of
is.
letters.
Yeah.
Motherfucking gamers.
Yeah, it could have been something clever. Well, it's funny because when you talk to game companies and stuff like that are, you're trying to act like you're a credible source and stuff like that, and they're like, "What does the MFG stand for?" And I'm like, just I don't know. Go back to when you were 12. What would you call MFG? So, but I like it. It's stuck. I don't care. But yeah, MFG cast, motherfucking games cast.
There you go.
Not safe for work.
Yep, that's right. Well, we don't even really say it. That's the thing, It's like every once in a while I'll say it, but like it's funny because I'm just so used to not. So and then I'll just say MFG cast, and other people think it's like, oh, manufacturing games. No, we don't manufacture anything. We just really like them, So.
Yep.
All right, well, I'm going to interrupt you before you start again. Now, we were
Yes.
talking about games for an hour here. I'm going to pin you down. We have you on air. Are you available on Saturday, 2 o'clock Eastern, to play Call of Cthulhu?
This Saturday?
This Saturday. Putting you on the spot.
This Saturday, 2 Eastern, which would be 1 p.m.
Well,
my time.
for about 3 hours.
Okay. All
It
right.
might be 4 or 5.
Shut up.
All
I know,
right.
we don't know. We don't.
I'm not
I
playing
will-
Call of Cthulhu for 5 hours. I'll say that on air right now.
Hey, I've role played with my friends. I know what
Neil-
role playing is. It's
Neil,
yeah. If it's
watching
under
this game.
5 hours, then I know something is wrong.
Yeah, Neil. Well, it's a one shot, so it might run to 5 hours.
Nice,
I have no idea.
nice. Okay, I will say on air. Hopefully, my wife is watching. Yes, I will do it.
Awesome.
She'll be like, what the fuck did you just do? We have planned.
Not anymore, you know.
I have bad memory. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, we just shared a Google Calendar today for the website because we can't
We
keep
have so
track of
much
shit.
shit.
He was like, "Can we do an interview with Derek? Is that what his name is?
Todd.
Todd, with wrote a RPG called Day Trippers. So we're gonna have him on. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna do that on the 19th." I said, "Nope, we're gonna have Adam Scott Clancy on the 19th." He was like, "Oh shit, okay. Well, what about this day?"
Yep. So we're doing that Wednesday at 11. Actually, not 9 anymore. It's 11 Eastern.
At night?
Yeah. He's got some family things to take care of, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm a night owl, so it's you guys. It's fine. You're both out there. He's in, I think, Nevada, and you're in Arizona. So
He
it's
should be same time zone as me. Yeah.
yeah, you guys are fine. So it's 8 his time and 11 mine. So
Yeah.
I can't be responsible for anything I say after midnight, though.
You're like a fucking gremlin.
Yeah, pretty much.
No kidding. Well, that part sucks too. I don't know how people do it. You know, I don't even know how I do it. You know, because it's like, okay, what time do you want to do? And you know, someone will be like, I'm 5 hours behind. I'm like, holy shit! Now what do I do?
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's like I have to sleep. Now what do I do? You know, or you know, I just it's my grandma's birthday. Well, sorry, grandma. I guess you blow out those 91 candles by yourself. I guess.
There you go.
That happened to us when we had Oliver on from Immersion Studios. They're in Australia.
Oh,
So
geez.
it was like 10 in the morning for him. I think we started
shit.
at, I want to say it was like 5 o'clock here. So like 8 o'clock for my friend Neil. Well, we did an interview and then we made characters and then he ran us through scenario. Fucking Neil didn't go to bed till like 3:30 in the morning. It just ran forever. The entire recording was almost 7 hours long.
Oh, jeez.
What the fuck? And I'm sending a message. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was gonna be this long. And he's like, it's fine, I guess. Like, whatever.
Did he have to work in the morning?
No, because it was Friday night for us.
Oh, okay.
But it was Saturday morning for him. You know, like he had all day, so we were just going and going. Like, oh my God, this is fucking. I mean, it was great. We had a lot of fun, but I had no idea we were going to spend that much time.
Yeah, no. With RPGs, you never know. You know, you could say, hey, we're gonna do this for an hour, and it turns out to be 4 hours, and you're like, where did the time go? We did that Justifiers RPG, and it was only supposed to last a few hours. It went like 6 hours or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to edit it, and something happened with Audacity, so now I can't edit it one bit. I have to just throw it out there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I'm like, come on.
That's like an RPPR cast. You get in, you're in for 4 or 5, 6 hours.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Oh man, that's crazy. All right, well, I won't hold you to it, but if you want to play, I'm gonna pencil you in.
All right. I want to play. I mean,
Okay.
come on. RPGs. I want to play.
Cool.
All right, well, so I'll let Neil know that we're up to 3. He's going to make pre-gens. It's 7th edition. He's running a module, and he wants to get a little time in with it because he's going to run it for his home group, his meat space group, whatever. So, yeah, I don't, you know, like you say, you plan for 2 hours. You know, you set up 2 encounters and maybe like a puzzle or a role play thing or whatever, and you take off with role playing, and before you know, it's like, oh fuck, we didn't get to any of this stuff yet. Like, do we stop or do we keep playing? So I assume he's going to kind of keep us on the rails a little bit, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's with you guys, I am not I'm not confident in it. I will say that.
I don't know why you would say that. Well, it's funny. For as long as Vince and I have played together, we have never played as players together. This will be the first time.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's true.
You've always run, or yeah.
Yep.
So
I've played as a player. I haven't played really many role-playing games as a player. A few conventions. The longest run really has been the online Call of Cthulhu games with the Lovecraft e-zine, and that was a year and a half almost. Maybe longer than like 3 years.
Wow. So, are you just one of those people that just loves to run it?
I prefer the control. Yes. Yep.
And I am totally convinced by that face you just made. You're like, yes, I love the control.
Well.
Assistant DM agrees with that statement.
We have one DM, yes. What about second DM?
Well,
When I broke that, I think you were pissed. I don't know. Middle of the game. John is a bit of I actually do like it, but I'm in the sometimes I'll be in the middle of a situation where there's a role playing takes precedence, and the situation takes precedence over any kind of rule. Because I look at rules as guidelines, and if the situation calls for it, the rule can go fuck itself. But John's very binary in that. It's like rule, no rule, no rule. So
page 64 says.
Yeah, so he'll be like, well, no, you can't. I'm like, we have one DM, yes. What about second DM? So I'm like, thank you, DM number 2. I'm gonna have to overrule you.
Should be on my own experience track for that.
All right. Well, now that you've explained to me what John does during role playing, I'm out now. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, John will metagame and just ruin your experience.
No, absolutely not.
I'm kidding. No, John will be fine. So.
Yeah, see, usually when anybody other than Vince runs, I'm okay. I'm willing to go along with almost anything.
We'll see. We'll see.
Take that.
Well, it's easy to say. I usually play the same kind of character over and over again. Especially with learning a new system, the fighter class is always the best way to go.
Yeah, anything that has swinging a sword or large object.
Yep.
You don't have to think
play
too much.
You can play the big dumb animal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
That's usually the way.
Yeah. Do I hit this? Okay.
That's right.
Well, I tell you what, though, when we were, so I was playing in Vince's campaign, in Meat Space, as it were, and then when I moved out to Arizona, I was the only one playing by webcam. So it actually, I thought, I could be wrong, I don't know, ask DM, that it improved my role playing for me tremendously because you're not at the table, so it's not like, oh, I do this, you roll a dice, whatever. You have to for me, it was like I have to describe everything and really kind of get into character. And we had conversations like, man, I feel bad. I feel like I'm co-opting, the evening's play session, because every time something would come up, it'd be like, oh, I do this, I do that, I say this, and really be into character. So for me, I thought that helped me improve my gameplay by kind of getting more into the RP aspect of it, because I'm fine with a hack and slash game, and my the game that I'm running, or if we haven't run forever, is kind of a hack and slash game, and that's what they want, and that's hey, whatever, that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable way to play the game. I try to encourage role play. You give bonuses or shit. I get dressed up. I do props and all that kind of shit. So I try to try to draw them in a little bit. But
Mhm.
you just want to hack shit up. That's great. Makes planning easy for me.
Mhm.
Encounter, encounter, encounter.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. The less you have to do, the better sometimes.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, not being at the table, like I said, at least for me, it felt like it was able to draw more out. And the Pathfinder game I'm in with the Dragon Fisters, shout out Dragon Fisters. Um,
Okay,
we
guys.
we're all we use Google Hangouts and play, and we'll go a whole session and not roll a single die. I mean, we've
Mhm.
just role played for 4 hours or 3 hours, and it's a different experience, and it's a lot of fun. It's different. I mean, it's not one or the other is better, but it is a lot of fun.
Mhm. Yeah, it is.
Eh,
Word.
whatever. All right. Well, I guess that kind of wraps it up. We have Wolf texted us a question too. I don't know if I'm allowed to ask it though, since we're all limited to five.
You can
God,
ask it. Go ahead. Just ask it.
no, I lost it.
Oh
Shit.
my God.
Hold on, I got to pull up the YouTube page now. Hold on.
Should we call this one the difficult one, since it's taking you so long to figure out?
The solo one.
Yeah, there you go. That could be only one.
That could be only one. That's right.
No, okay,
Did it.
just me. It's a girl from Ipanema. Oh my God, why does it not? All it wants to do is take me my Twitter notifications. This is fucking horrible. YouTube. I'm sure this makes for great.
Yeah, this is the best part of the show so far, I think.
It is. This is gripping.
Well, my computer's being an asshole. New tab. Do I have it bookmarked? I'll just go right to the. Oh.
He was using YouTube to ask a question?
Yeah, him and Flippy were posting on the, I guess on
Who
the
the fuck
video
is
on the
Flippy?
YouTube. Hmm?
Who the fuck is Flippy?
Flippy's guy follows us and MFG Cast on Twitter. He was
Oh,
actually
okay.
on that random bullshit podcast that I was on with the MFG Cast.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep,
I'm assuming is that a nickname?
I assume so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be a last name.
Well, his real name is Philippe, but he likes to go by Flippy.
Oh, okay.
And it's
See,
because of
there you go.
with his culture and his friends, they all have nicknames and stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
See?
I hope I got that right, Flippy, if you're still watching.
I think we're back up to 2 again. So
All right.
all right, let's
Look,
see.
two
Here's
people
the.
watching.
Yeah.
God, 2 people watching. Oh my God.
I know. Back when we first started the podcast, when I had one person listening to this that wasn't me, I was like crapping my pants. Somebody's listening to it. It's not me listening back to make sure I didn't fuck up on everything.
Yep. It's pretty exciting.
Favorite Mortal Kombat characters?
Oh, nice. Ooh. Kung Lao.
What did you call me?
Come loud.
Cum Loud. Yeah. Gosh, who else? Oh, I'm really bad with names. What's the guy with the scissor hands? Goro?
Edward.
Goro, I think. Yeah, that too. That was back when he was good.
Yeah. Back when he was good. If
Raiden,
you're watching.
because he had a bunch of lightning and could fly and had a sweet hat.
Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta love Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, of course. Scorpion,
Yeah.
get over here.
Scorpion. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everybody. The girls too, because they were hot for video games.
Oh yeah.
Back when.
Sonya.
Yep, exactly. Back when they first started those awesomely inappropriate. Okay, never mind.
Just large boobs. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Just another reason to be John bobbling his computer on his
I am. I can't help it.
I
I need to ask.
You're old. You're old. It's late. I understand. It's past your
Both of those things are true.
No, I can't think of anybody else. There's a lot of good guys in there, though.
All right, we have a clarification. His real name is Flippy. So
Okay.
there you go.
All right.
There you go.
Cool.
We'll withhold the last name. There's no reason to throw that out.
No. No.
Oh, the guy with scissor hands is Baraka.
Baraka, that's
The
Baraka.
Thunder God
Right.
is Raiden.
Yes.
Yep. Raiden was awesome.
Johnny
Yes.
Cage sucked.
It's interactive theater almost.
Yeah.
This is awesome. We usually don't get this. It's usually just us bullshitting and then like, all right, well, fuck it. I guess we're done.
Yeah. That's why you should have the Facebook page and the Twitter up so we can incorporate that next time if you want to ask a question,
Go to Twitter.
Facebook it or
feed,
Twitter.
yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
We should do that. We're totally going to do that. So somebody remember for next time we're going to do that.
Yep.
Kurt, you got that?
I do.
There you go.
We're gonna have the final 50. It'll be great.
That's right. The final 500.
Hey, it meets the rhyming pattern, so whatever. I mean, it's good.
You gotta keep the alliteration. Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. So is that it then?
Yeah, we're good. We're up on an hour and 20 minutes.
All right. Well, we started kind of late because Kurt took forever to get on.
Oh yeah, yep. It's all Is everything okay?
Blame the guest.
That's all right. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. So, you never did give us, so the name of the group for Extra Life is?
Yep. The name of the group is MFGNU Helpathon.
I have another question.
God damn it!
I got it in. You guys heard it.
That's
I
right.
don't know
If you
they
didn't, then just angry emails to Vince the whole time.
do
That's
that.
right.
Totally do that.
He's used to it. Just do it. Come on.
Just
That'll
don't
go
do it
right
on
in-
Twitter,
Yeah,
because
that'll go
Twitter is me.
That'll go right in the circular file. Also known
So-
as trash.
Go check it out. Donate. It's a great cause. You're helping kids that need it. You're going to game anyway. Might as well take a little bit of that cash, throw it in towards some games. You can win some fat loots. Might be a Vince La Rosa exclusive, paperback
Signed.
signed copy of his book.
You can't stop me, but if you can find an unsigned copy, that would be worth more.
Might be a cool Legends Tabletop T-shirt. You never know what you might get. So go and throw $1, $2, $5. The kids can use it, and we'll be posting up periodically the link to the Extra Life page. So feel free to go and donate some money to that. So I want to thank Kurt for coming on. We had a good time.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again.
Well, we will on Saturday.
Saturday, right?
Oh, shit,
We've already
you're gonna play on
established.
Saturday. Holy crap! See, I didn't write it down. I forgot already.
Ah, jeez. That's what happens when you get old men and technology together.
I know,
That's
it's
right.
terrible.
That's what happens when you have a hot laptop on your balls for like an hour and a half.
I am friggin' sweating like a motherfucker.
It's like a fucking penis panini.
I think it might be. My crotch is like a fucking swamp right now.
Jesus Christ.
Good thing you already have a kid, otherwise, because you're not gonna have any more.
That's right. You just destroyed about 5 million sperm.
That's right. In a couple of days, I'll have all new ones.
Yeah, just put the microphone down there. You'll hear their silent screams.
Fap, 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 fap. This is a fap-free zone.
Well, thank God for that. It's a fucking sausage fest in here.
Jesus Christ. And you're not wearing any pants.
Well, you don't really know.
Well, if your crotch is that hot, there must not be too much insulation.
Ah, boy. Well, on that stellar note,
Yes.
like I said, thanks to Kurt coming out. You guys can hear Kurt. You can hear the three of us together again, like the three amigos, with
Three
Neil as
Musketeers.
El Huapo.
Fuck you,
We
D'Artagnan.
must defeat or go insane while playing Call of Cthulhu. Which, if you're going to watch live, spoilers for you, it's going to be on our AP Mondays. New thing, AP Mondays. Probably after we finish posting the Infected game, which should take us to probably about the end of October. Hoping to get 4 sessions out of it. We're milking the shit out of it.
What the fuck was that? No.
It's a milking motion. It's way
Yeah,
up here by
whatever.
my chest. It's not down here by my balls. Because by my balls you couldn't see it. See, I'm doing it right now, but you don't know it.
Hey,
We know it now.
living in Wisconsin, I'm offended by that.
Yeah.
It's like everybody going, "Oh, you guys got lots of cows over there." Yes, we got lots of cows. Thank you very much. We have people too.
That's
You
why
wanna
you
hear
have
about
so
that?
much cheese. You have so many freaking cows.
And a lot of cow farts.
Oh my god, the CO2 there must be terrible.
Oh,
Yeah, it must be a greenhouse. It must be hot over there right now.
great. Yep. Don't let it match. Cows will be exploding.
That's a new game, Exploding Cows.
There you go.
Is that online? It's a business.
Oh, shit. Nobody heard that. I didn't say that.
Fuck.
Oh, well.
Anyway, but yes, so yeah, you'll see us on Saturday
On Saturday.
with our favorite beverage in hand.
It probably won't be Sam Adams if you want to sponsor us. Oh, label facing. Oktoberfest.
We should totally get some kind of alcoholic drink to sponsor us. I'm thinking about reaching out to B Nectar and say, hey, look, motherfuckers, I'm always buying their mead and cider concoctions.
Do it up. Just lie to them. Tell them we get like 1 million hits every month. They won't know the difference. What the fuck are they going to know?
They're not going to fact check that. Come on.
Yeah, they'll be like, well, we want to see your metrics.
All right, well, so like, 8 people, whatever. I mean, it's close. It's the internet.
Yeah.
But they're going to tell a lot more people.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
see? It's all word of mouth.
That's right.
Right.
I think I offended 2 of the 3 people that were listening because we're back down to 1.
Well, they thought it was the end of the podcast.
That's true. We keep saying it's the end, and it just keeps going.
Yeah, I know. You keep running your mouth, John. Jeez, if we just get off, we would have cut it at a good 3.
I know.
You used to talk about your balls.
We did. Well, that was you. I did the milking thing. You turned it dirty. I don't understand.
Actually,
I don't know how you get anything dirty out of this.
that was my mom and dad
okay.
watching. They're very offended by milk
Yeah,
based.
all right. If you did it this way,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
That would be something
Then
different.
they still would have been watching. It would have been great. Great.
You kidding? This stuff keeps us all going.
Hey, if we didn't do this, we wouldn't have a podcast.
Exactly. If there weren't dick and poopy jokes.
Pretty much.
Yep.
We'll have to try to clean it up when we get like authors and game designers on, but only by that much.
Fuck them. We're gonna get it too.
They're just as silly as we are. They just don't know to admit it.
Yeah, they're so used to every interviewer being too serious and have a stick up their ass that they just go along with it. So
Yep.
No sticks here.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll totally break them out of that.
That's right.
All right, that's it. I'm calling it. It's over. Nobody say anything else. We're done.
All right.
That's it. Oh, you're making faces now, sons of bitches. All right, go right now, or whenever you listen to this, because it might not be right now. It might be like 4 days from now. I don't really know how you guys listen to the podcast. I mean, whatever.
I'll post the MP3 over the weekend.
See that? We're gonna have an MP3 over the weekend, so you can listen to it again. You can just keep downloading it. It's good for our metrics. Just don't even listen to it. I don't even care. Don't even listen to it. Just
go to the library and download it, then your friend's house and download it, and have your cat download it from this computer, whatever. Yeah.
Exactly.
Go to your friend's house and watch the role play first, and then after you're done with that, you're so excited about it, then download the podcast and listen to that with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Take it to work, share it with everybody.
Milk some cows.
Sure, they would appreciate it.
That's right.
So thanks to Kurt for coming out. Go donate some money, help some kids out. You're good people, probably most of you anyway. So it would be, it's good karma. And I want to thank everybody for texting in, posting comments. The viewer participation is pretty good. We're going to look forward to maybe making that a thing here in the future.
We should, definitely.
Facebook or something like that. Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I guess Twitch has something like that embedded if you're on there, but we don't use Twitch, so fuck Twitch. I mean,
fuck them.
Whatever. If you like it, it's cool. I mean, whatever, that's your thing.
Yeah, fuck Twitch.
So thanks for listening. This was episode 10 with Kurt from MFG Cast, and thanks everybody for checking it out. And we'll talk to you next time.
Yeah.